Oh, hello.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society.
You're in violation of secure communication procedures, Commodore.
So we just went ahead and fixed the glitch.
There is no America. There is no democracy.
Our fifth objective, a new world order.
There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West.
Right-wing conspiracy.
What do you call it when the assassins accuse the assassin?
A new world order.
Thank you for plugging in to the Stones Unturned podcast.
Well, just a second there, Professor. We fixed the glitch.
I'm your host, Professor Thomas Henry Horan.
He reads everything.
Good morning, my beautiful, bountiful, bodacious boosters, and the rest of you lucky devils. No hard feelings. We're this close to an app. So, I melted down 2 bots this morning, so while they cool off, I will update you. So here's how it's going to work. Hi, Alpine. Hi, Kevin. Idaho. Beautiful geography. Oh, good morning, everyone. I thought this might go over. Here's how it's going to work. My app will be done and ready for me to start using in a couple of days. The only here's how it's going to work for the public. There will be a website. You can pass along tips and files and things, and you will be able to see 99% of what I have. What I have to do, see the PowerPoints, I have blacked out any personal information that can't be broadcast. No doxing. But the OCR text doesn't have that blocked out. So I have to be very careful about uploading certain of my old PowerPoints for you to see. Otherwise, all Zodiac files, articles, everything, all Son of Sam files, old newspaper clippings, everything that's available, every interview tape that's available, everything we can find on Manson. We've got a lot, autopsy photos, things like that. That stuff will all be available for your perusing pleasure and discussion and commenting. That should all be available for $10 a month. And quite possibly some live streaming. All for $10 a month. Hi, Baby Bull. But as far as being that research tool where you upload your stuff and it OCRs, it does everything, that's kind of expensive. We are going to test how much a thing like that might cost on Cloudflare. But it was going to have to be at least $20, $25 a month on up anyway. So it will be a site where you can search all this information, you can submit new information, and and it will all be there. All of my YouTube videos will be searchable on there. It has indexed my old website, plus a Candy Rose, plus some other websites will be indexed. So it's going to be very useful. It just isn't going to have those tools, at least not for a while, where you upload your stuff and it does all the same. Because doing that locally, that was easy. That's all Python and Paddle and stuff like that. So that should be, it'll be July, hopefully just a couple, maybe 2-3 more weeks. That the cash register will be open for you people. I don't know who would want to pay for that, but it'll be available to you guys. But the main thing is, I have on my own private server, my own database, I can search and keep doing these episodes where I don't have to make any more PowerPoints. I'm not making any more PowerPoints. Does that satisfy you people? That should be available in just a couple of weeks. And it should be available for me to use in a few days. I can start doing episodes based on my website. But what you're going to see is a mirrored version of my database, basically. You will submit things. I will download them, process them, and then upload that to the mirror site. That way there's a lot of safety and security all the way around for everybody. Now, as far as creating an app that you could download and do and automatically do all the stuff yourself, no, because I don't have time to support it. And if you know that much, you just go on Claude. You don't pay for it. It will just write you the scripts that you need for your machine. It helps if you have the right kind of NVIDIA graphics card. It doesn't matter if the one you bought from Radeon says it's compatible. It's not the same thing. AI models and engines all need those NVIDIA chips. Why do you think NVIDIA put a patent on them? Where do you think their money comes from? So don't ask me, well, this card's supposed to... No. I am not Python support. I am not tech support for shit. So to make all that stuff work, the website, $10 a month, you'll be able to read all the stuff and search through it and do all kinds of research on it. You just won't be able to upload your stuff directly to that site. That's just too expensive and gets to be legally complicated. You'll be able to submit stuff, and then I'll look at it and decide. I'll keep it, whether you get to see it or not. Information flows in. Money flows in. That's what cash flow means. Cash flow is one direction. From you to me. That is how the cash flows. The information flows from you to me. Maybe I let you see it. We'll just get all that straight right now. But for legal purposes, I got to be careful about some of my classic PowerPoints to show you, because they have the OCR text has stuff in there. Probably it's just better off not to make it publicly available. Everything else will be on there, though, within a couple of weeks. And instead of like on my PowerPoints where I have the clip of a old documentary I want to show you, and then blah, blah, it'll just be the documentary will be there with a full transcript and everything, and then it'll be time stamped for like that particular slate that takes you to that particular clip. It'll just be on there. That information will be on the slate. So, overall, the test was successful. Thank you for your participation. We found out exactly what we wanted to find out. So for this morning, so the Son is Sam stuff, those files are being chewed on by another dog right now. He needed to take a break and cool off. And they will be done probably today. That information will be searchable today. So, and most of the Zodiac stuff should be done in a couple of days. So I will run it for a few days, see how it works, and then I will create the online version that you can pay for and pay for and pay for and pay for. The cash register will be open for business. Welcome to the Krusty Krab. May I take your money? Now, where were we on the you-know-who 3 case? Let me just go members only. And the hell are these people? Or maybe not. Maybe I'll do members only tomorrow and I'll just stay on here and chit-chat for a while. I don't know. No, I need to go members only. Okay, we have 5 minutes. Get excited. I'm excited. So this pretendian New Age dippy may or may not have stayed in the guest house. And she may or may not be friends with this broad who is wanted for multiple kidnappings. And then we'll talk about the rest of that in the members only. Once again, this is not a tattoo. Once again, that's a totally enhanced picture. Do I have a version of it anywhere? Here's what it really looked. No, that's a totally enhanced version. I'll find mine. That might be it. All that is to see when he puts his hand up here like this to cover the lens of the camera. See how that tendon pops out? That's what you're seeing. You're seeing the shadow of that tendon popping out. That's exactly what you're seeing. Which hand shows it better? Because remember, that camera is in night vision mode, so it's going to show different And remember, it's just this much that's showing through the sleeve. Just that little bit right there. See? That's the shadow that you are seeing. That's not a tattoo. So we don't have to worry about that. Because this is not this guy anyway. I don't know who this guy is. This guy needs to be... It's not this guy. Okay, that's not Gonzalez. That's not him anyway. The guy with tats on the left. Is not Gonzalez. See, I don't think a lot of this stuff is mistakes. I think there are people out there, like remember Slade Sommer, who do this on purpose. They put misinformation out there on purpose. That's what crisis managers do. First thing you got to do is confuse the issue as loudly as possible by putting a lot of fake information out there. Yeah, it's not this guy. But there are developments, and we will talk about them in 2 minutes flat. While we're doing that, one thing I could do, get my fake book open. Oh, well, we can talk about this. They are desperately hoping that they're going to find dirt on Trump in the Epstein files, which so far they found absolutely zero. But I think he's doing that on purpose, because you'll notice they didn't do shit until they... Remember, the whole last time he got arrested, before he... That was all supposed to make Trump look bad, remember? And it blew up in their faces. Because so far, it's been almost nothing but the Clintonites and people like that. So a federal judge tells the Department of Justice to release more unredacted files. And the only reason they're doing this is because they have banked their hopes that Trump's name will be in there somewhere, and it's not. And I think he's doing that on purpose. If he just released it and had no names in there but the Democrats and whatever, I'm sure there's plenty of Republicans. And I'm hoping Trump is in there somewhere. I couldn't find anything anywhere. I think he does that on purpose. The only reason that they are, because they've had all these years and they haven't done anything except now, well, this will get Trump. And the reason I ask that is because I'm pretty sure The Atlantic has just published an article saying that. Well, there's nothing about Trump in there. You better quit publishing that stuff, because The Atlantic would never defend him. The reason she bought The Atlantic was just to use it to just criticize Trump, and God bless her.